Hello and welcome to Lorbek Luxury Cars. I'm Harry and today on this edition of the Friday Drive I have for you this, our 1996 Aston Martin DB7. An icon of the 90s, the DB7 has faded into obscurity just as our idols and heroes from the 90s have as well. So I was thinking, isn't it time we celebrated the 90s and all that went with it? Well, let's do exactly that and try and bring the 90s back in vogue. An era of double denim overalls, Oshkosh bagosh and small frame sunglasses, the 90s has to be one of the worst eras ever in human history. I should know, I'm a product of it. So once I've stopped dry reaching over all the auto-tune music and beaten up skateboards, is there something about the 90s that I like? Well, short answer is yes, the cars. Just have a look at the array of cars to come out of the 90s. You have the last of the tank built like Mercs, BMWs that put looks after the driving experience, massive turbo lag and Japanese sports cars, Jaguars that had the style of the 60s but modern driving traits, Italian cars that were still made in small factories turning out tiny volumes of burnt out, unreliable slices of pure passion, not high volume German computers on wheels designed to sell merchandise. And that very neatly brings us back to the DB7. As I drive along, you're probably bored of this already and ready to jump over to the next YouTube video, but you'd be mad too. The DB7, even though it is a 6-cylinder, it's still supercharged, which means it has the performance you'd expect, but still has the comfort and luxury of a Grand Tourer. It's a very Aston Martin sort of thing, that combination. And I still feel like I'm in something handcrafted, the product of a small but dedicated team of workers. You get the sense that the people who built this car some 23 years later will probably still remember it today. Don't get me wrong, I love the cars of today. They are better built, more reliable, more powerful, more practical, better looking and so on and so forth. But there is something about a car like DB7 which has something I just can't put my finger on. It feels unlike any other car. I guess that might come down to the fact that all the cars today have shared DNA. Same engines, gearboxes, infotainment and the like. That's not to say the DB7 doesn't either, but it has a character, a uniqueness. I'm an old car lover, mainly because the way that cars were built meant that each particular car had its own specific personality. And cars from the 90s, particularly high-end, hand-built ones, were the very last cars to ever be built that still had that sense of uniqueness between each particular car. This car has a soul, it has a character, and I absolutely love it. But best of all, prices are rising with 90s nostalgia in full swing, especially for pristine Australian delivered and compliance examples like ours with super low kilometres, 44,039 to be exact for ours from you. Which means that this is not only a fabulous example to own and drive, but also a great investment. Everyone, take it from me. The cars from the 90s are the next to take off. Criticise me, tell me I know nothing, but I can guarantee you this, you will all be proven wrong far sooner than you possibly could expect. So come down to Lorbek Luxury Cars and buy our pristine example, which is the best available in Australia. We'll see you next week.